Oh my god. All right, let's see. Oh my
Hey.
god. Hi guys, I made it.
She's alive.
Holy shit.
There's theories though,
I love it.
and you haven't read them yet.
I
I kind
have
of want to
not.
read them. So why was April late?
Why was I late?
Leonard says it's because she took a long walk. She's currently on a long walk.
That is awesome. And that's, yeah, absolutely. A long walk.
I love Sam's
walked in.
theory as well. She said, I saw someone wearing a weapons t-shirt in the style of the Wendy's logo instead of the Wendy's. Instead of Wendy's, it's the weapons lady, as in our favorite girl, Aunt Gladys.
Yeah.
And she goes, that's what April is doing. She decided to do a U-turn to buy the shirt. Which you would do that. to
I
be
would,
fair.
absolutely. Now I have to find this Wendy's shirt.
To be fair, I kind of want that shirt too.
Hell yeah.
And then, do we have any other theories? Oh, I said she took a long nap.
I guess.
That was my theory.
I wish. I'm tired from yesterday. Mike said something funny too. What did he say? Stop for Duvalin
Oh, yeah.
and mezcal? I know, I should have.
I know, where is it? I've actually ran out of Dualin, which is tragic. I only have
so
pulparindo.
good.
So I need to go to the Mexican market. I need to go to Vallartas and get some
Yes.
Dualin.
Do it.
But anyways, happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.
How's everyone doing on this super normal week? Super chill, nothing cool happened.
No.
Something cool happened. Some cool stuff happened. We got to go to the Magic Castle.
We did. We went there last night. Thanks to my friend Brent, who's a magician there. He's performing. The Magic Castle is kind of like if you guys aren't from here or don't know of it, it's literally a castle that's built on a hill over here, and it's exclusive, so you have to get an invite from a magician. So I know someone that's a magician, and they invited us. And so we went last night, and it was really cool. And he performed with another magician. It was a duo thing. It was really fun. And we just hung out. We just want to, we were saying, at least I was saying, I want to just, be able to sleep there and hang out and, live there. There's so many different rooms and, stairways. And
It's kind of
really
like being
cool
at
things.
Hogwarts.
Yes.
It's really an amazing place. It's a historical landmark. It's been there for 100 years, something crazy like that.
Yeah, something like that, probably.
Something
As long-
insane.
Yeah.
And there's all these levels, and like she said, there's secret passageways, and you can't take pictures indoors. It's all very, very crazy. But I love being there, and I hadn't been there in years. And your friend and his partner were very good at their job.
Yes.
Shout out to my friend Nicole, who is terrified of magicians. And she would never be caught dead in Magic Castle, I thought of her. But they're just very talented people, because they don't just have to do the actual tricks and, not fuck them up. Yeah. But they have to perform while they're doing that, right? So it's like any stage actor. It's very, very impressive.
Yeah.
So
It seems very nerve-wracking. I don't think I could do it. But.
no. So shout out. Thanks for being here, y'all.
Thank you guys for being patient. I'm so sorry. Jesus.
She's got good reasons that are private that she can discuss or not discuss, but you could always send a donation and ask, and maybe she'll tell you. I don't know. I don't know what your price is for divulging your secrets, April. But speaking of donations, Peter Thiel hates me, and so PayPal is being stupid. And we're on hold right now. So if you want to send any questions, concerns, comments,
Yes.
all of the things, please do them to my Streamlabs, not Horror Hos. So streamlabs.com/DJ Bruja. And we do have a Venmo, so you could do that as well. Venmo at Horror Hos. Thank you for the ones that I already have. And thanks for being here. Sexy Andrew, Mike, Jerry, Sam, Alan, Leonard, Jerry. Who else do I see? Claudia. Hola, mija.
Hi.
Claudia and Frank, friend of the show. John Get Bent. Rudy's here now. Jimmy. Jamal. Hola, mijos. It's good to see everybody.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Hope I didn't miss your name. Maybe I did. Sam, maybe I didn't say Sam's name, even though Sam's here all the time.
Yeah, thank you, Sam.
Well, I see some of y'all in the coven daily in my Discord. But some of y'all just come to YouTube, so I haven't seen you in a bit.
Yeah, Doreen has been trying to get me to get on that Discord, and I have it.
She's old, and she only uses her old apps.
My old apps. It's a lot of apps, guys. So many things I gotta open daily. I'll try to be better.
It's the
about
best
it.
one.
I know.
I spend more time there on any other ones.
Some really good stuff yesterday when we were going to the castle.
Yes, just discussing about, the news.
The news this week.
And some of the very well-made memes that I enjoyed. I have a folder. I feel like Santa Claus spreading joy with these memes.
Yes.
You were laughing last night.
Yeah, we were having some real good laughs last night. That was fun.
Really good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So first of all, I do want to read a Streamlabs from Mike Joyce, who I believe is watching the new Conjuring right now. Let us know what you think, Mike. But he says, we need a nickname. Fans of the World Girls were called the World Friends.
Oh, cool.
What should fans of the Horror Hos and DJ Bruja call ourselves? Aren't you guys just hoes? Do we need a name? Hos for horror? That is a good question, Mike, though.
The Hoies?
Yeah. And also, I feel like the DJ Bruja, I do call you guys brujitos y brujitas. But yeah, you guys gotta come up with that shit. You came up with the World Friends, I believe. I think we actually made a poll and everybody voted. But technically, if you're part of my Discord and you are a patron, you're just a witch or a high priestess that's part of my coven, right? So Sam says, isn't the coven the name? I was on Ken Knapsack's show in the chat, because I love being in the chat more than I love being on YouTube. And I think it was JMB that said Dorinators.
Dorinators?
Which is a little mouthful, but I liked it.
I liked it, yeah. I like that. Dorinators.
Frank says we're the host.
Yeah, that's right. Straight up. I love it.
I think you're the host.
The Ho Nations.
Who said that?
Narcolepsy?
Oh, Rudy. That's a good one too. Rudy.
Thank you, Rudy.
Rudy's a dad, so
one.
he's got good dad jokes. Also, I saw somebody say they like Jerry says love that Monster Squad shirt.
Yeah, Jerry. That's right.
Nerd.
You got it.
You nerds. Yep. I actually am a nerd too because I'm wearing my little shining choker.
Yeah, you gotta pay respect. But I'm glad that you know Monster Squad. Yeah. It's from Monster Squad.
Claudia says the hoe bags. That's so good. Claudia, that's excellent. I love
funny.
that. Really good. Yeah, give us some ideas and we'll do a little poll.
Totally. The hoe bags, that's a really good one. The Chohosen. That's really good too. I like that.
Really, really good. All right.
That's hard.
So we, as y'all know, some of y'all know, we started going live on most Fridays, and
this is our 3rd week.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What's that? Isn't that crazy? I haven't been on YouTube in years. More like a year. But today we chose to talk about The Long Walk because Mike and Sam reminded us that it came out this weekend.
Yes.
Even though we got to see it like a year ago or
yeah,
something.
it seems like it was a long time ago when we saw it. But I think we saw it about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, like
at
almost
an
a
early
month.
screening that was put on by, what was the name?
Yes, so...
the King Cast.
Correct. Shout out to Eric Besby and my boy Scott Wampler, who we lost last year. Some of y'all know he's a friend that passed away last year. That him and Eric did this podcast for Fangoria called the King Cast. That's literally all about Stephen King, and I was on it a couple years ago with the World Girls, and but Scott's been, he was my friend for a long time, so I actually wore my little pin, my Scott Wampler pin, to the screening that I took April 2, but we got to see it because of that much earlier. We were there with Miss Perry Nemura, friend of the show, and we're going to talk about it because we all loved it. This is a really good fucking movie. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about our favorite Stephen King adaptations, maybe some of the adaptations that aren't as loved, but I know you like weird movies, so like you're one of those that's like, oh, that shitty 80s movie.
Oh yeah.
Better than some
absolutely
like new, what do they call it? Elevated horror or
yes.
bullshit? Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the 80s had a lot of good Stephen King adaptations that we'll talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, The Long Walk. It just came out this weekend, so I don't know if anyone has seen it out there. It is based off a Stephen King novel, which I have not read. And I went in pretty much blind, just knowing that this movie is going to be about this group of people that get, to do a long walk to win a prize at the end of, I think it was like $50,000. The characters in this movie, every single actor that they cast was phenomenal. And you would think that it would be kind of boring to just watch people walking. And that's basically essentially all it is you're watching this group of guys that are walking trying to get this prize. But it was so well done because of the actors that they cast. It's a very bleak movie. You're not going to leave that movie feeling warm and fuzzy inside. We did find out that they did switch some stuff up. I'm not going to say what, as they do whenever they adapt a novel to film. But it still worked, and I was really surprised, and I really loved it. The two mains, which is, oh man, Philip Seymour Hoffman's son, which
Cooper Hoffman, and then David Johnson,
yes,
who y'all know maybe from Alien Romulus,
yeah,
which we do not speak of that movie.
No, we don't. The whole time the movie I was watching, he's so familiar. Where do I know him from? And then finally, towards the end, I was like, oh, I know him from Romulus. Damn it. He was
excellent.
So good.
Crazy good.
But yeah, it's
Nathan's dad was really good too.
It's almost like who?
Nathan's dad.
Oh yeah, Nathan's dad was in that as
Mr.
well.
Mark
I
Hamill.
actually didn't even know he was in that. Well, I didn't really look at the cast before, and then I was like, "Is that Nathan's dad?" And she's like, "Yeah, okay, that's awesome."
Yeah, I like it when Mark plays villains.
Heck yeah, he's great. What was I saying?
You were talking about the cast and the fact that the whole movie is literally them walking, and it was still like very well made. And I'm assuming you're going to talk about like the tension and like just the emotional character development and all that stuff, just in like such a short period of time. I was so impressed with that.
Yes, that was absolutely amazing. It almost you get very attached to these characters. Like Dorian said, in such a short amount of time that you're just, that just proves to you how well this was directed and performed. Again, I didn't read the book, but I think the book is also phenomenal. And I don't know, it was just great. I don't want to ruin too much. Like, just go watch it and just kind of embrace what's going on and what they talk, like the topic of it. And
the themes, exactly. Incredibly relevant. I think that was why it worked so well for me, because they didn't shy away from the fact that, number one, Stephen King wrote this. This was his first thing that he wrote. It just wasn't published initially. I believe Carrie was the first book that was published, even though he wrote The Long Walk when he was like 19 years old. And so back then, this man is old. He's our grandpa, right? And we love him. But, even back then he was writing these movies, basically to teach people about what happens if we live in some form of fascist state, right? And so it's clearly very relevant, considering, what everybody's been talking about this week. Mm-hmm. And so I thought that the writers and the director and the crew did a really good job of making these relevant topics and modernizing them, and also showing us how horrifying a place like that can be, because they did not shy away from the gore, like, and the violence that, when you have a military that's working for an authoritarian state and what they do to working class, right? And so I thought that's, scarier to a lot of us than, I don't know, some ghost, you know what I mean? So, absolutely. So obviously I think that's what you meant by, this is a really bleak movie, because that's scarier to us, because that's a little bit more realistic than, unfortunately meeting someone like Chucky, even though we would all like to, of course. Yeah. So they really did a really good job, and a solid script. And like what you said, I usually just, really shower or give the flowers to the crew, but the cast was really, really excellent this time. Like, especially David Johnson was a highlight for me. Mm-hmm. He was incredible. Like, to show that much range and complexity in a character just in the span of an hour and a half movie.
Yep.
Crazy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, I hope I see him in more things because he was really fantastic. Like, as we said, we don't talk about Romulus too much, but
he was also very good in that.
Yeah, he was. He
yes,
was.
everybody
I
was
just
good
had
in Romulus.
issues with the character in that movie.
Yeah,
You
we
know
just
that.
didn't love the script so much because a friend called it the Alien: The Force Awakens. Which I thought was, because it's just like a lot of the same scenes we've seen already in the other movies. So, let us know. Did you guys see it already? Did you see The Long Walk? Did you like it? I know Sam loved it too.
Yay.
Sam loves bleak movies. She also loved Bring Her Back. She loves the really dark, messed up movies.
I was gonna mention Bring Her Back. Like that's when you leave thinking about that movie. Like the movie is going to stay with you for however long you want it to. But it is something that you're going to be thinking about it, which is such a great, obviously, that's proof of what, good filmmaking does.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. So let us know. Streamlabs.com/DJ Bruja. You can also Venmo us at Horror Hos. You also are telling us what y'all want to call yourself. Are you calling us yourselves Hos?
Final Hose.
What's going on? I really want to know. Let us know.
Alan said Final Hose.
The Final Hose. I do like hoe bags personally.
Bags is really funny.
That was Claudia's
the
suggestion. Yeah, really, really good. Frank just wants hose.
I mean, maybe we could just switch it up. We'll call you all those things.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. However you identify.
Hoe bags.
But hoe bags is kind of my favorite.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. And then we also, we don't want to just know what you guys think of The Long Walk, if you saw it, and whether you liked it or not. But we also want to know what is up with all of these freaking Stephen King movie adaptations, because this man has written a crazy amount of books. And there's actually, if you check the list of adaptations for movies and TV shows based on a Stephen King book, it's kind of insane. I guess that's why Scott and Eric have that, or had that podcast, which, by the way, the Kingcast is still happening. I think Jerry said you said you were going to go see it live, but because Scott's no longer with us, I believe they have Anthony Bresnikan as their co-host now.
Okay.
And so so Kingcast is alive and well. Great podcast. Highly recommend y'all listen. I know Eric had asked me if I wanted to go on it again, so I definitely will. Maybe I'll invite you.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
And we're still hanging out and all that shit.
Oh, yeah, of course. I know.
But yeah, so there's so many freaking movies.
So many.
And it's I don't even know. Hopefully we'll have time to go through kind of the list. But
I know.
I definitely have several favorites. I know what my favorite is, and I think y'all know what it is, so we'll get on that later because it's obviously one of the most famous one in classics, and Stephen King did not like it. He did not.
Yeah, he didn't.
But I love it. It's one of my favorite movies ever. Great movie to watch on Christmas, so we'll talk about that. But do you actually have a favorite?
Well, I think it's
April.
It's the one that
is
is
the
your
same one?
favorite. That and Carrie.
You love Carrie.
I grew up watching Carrie a lot because I feel like it was always on TV.
Yeah, it was. You're right.
And the scariest part of Carrie is that little Jesus with the glowing eyes at the end. But I would be so amped. Like, that was, like, my favorite part to see because it freaked me out so much. Like, even to this day. Like, could you imagine seeing the little tiny...
It's like
Jesus
basically
on
going to
freaking... creepy eyeballs.
It's like going to misa.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like if you grow up Catholic, like in Mexico, literally going to, like, Catholic church, like, that, it was like Carrie.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
And the mom was also very frightening in that movie. But I loved it. It was those things that are, like, very real in our lives again, but, like, that was what was scarier to me than Carrie actually just, like, killing people. Like, good for her.
Yes, exactly. It
Fuck
was
those fucking guys.
It was either the first or at least one of the first good for her movies.
Oh, for sure. A
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah, we were all happy when Carrie got her revenge, and that was, I mean, one of the first ones that was adapted. I believe that came out in 1976.
Yes,
Brian De Palma. That was like the very, very first Stephen King adaptation.
And also just Brian De Palma's filmmaking in that is phenomenal.
Yeah,
Just the cuts, like the side by side, the slide, the swipes, like so good.
Exactly.
Not a lot of you can't really do that anymore. I feel like. I mean, I guess
You could. They just don't choose to do that.
They just don't.
Which is annoying because I do miss some of the old school filmmaking, and I appreciate it. Even when they choose to go, not digital, you can do that type of stuff. But it's just obviously very expensive and crazy to do film. So, which is dumb that it became more expensive.
But we love film.
We do. We really do. So I want to read really quickly this comment from Sam, who is still, she's commenting on The Long Walk. She said, I had to really think on it, but the change y'all hinting at work since it adds to the Vietnam War allegory, in my opinion. We're talking about the ending. Obviously, we don't want to talk spoilers, but Perry actually did read the book, and she really liked the change. And I don't know how purists are going to be, but I am the type of person who enjoys adaptations even if they're different, because the whole point of an adaptation is that you are literally converting it to film, and what you read in a book sometimes doesn't translate as well, and you have to make changes to either if you're making a live action or an animated film. So depending on what medium, I think that it works. Also depending on how long ago a story was written, right? You modernize it for the time. So yeah. I think that did work. Because I think I cheered at least twice during the movie, when the bad guys get it, when the fascists get it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I love that. There was one that was I think the whole audience was like, yeah.
There was actual clapping when one of the fascists got it. And, again, relevant. Mm-hmm. Very relevant when oppressors get what they've been spreading. So also Sam says, I also like the themes of living for a cause or purpose and the need for empathy in a fascist world dominated by grind culture. Ooh, beautifully said, Sam, because that was the craziest thing about the movie to me, and how well they wrote this script and how the actors really got the emotional core of the themes, because the whole point of making movies where you're showing a world where you're living in fascism is to avoid living in that world, right? Like the goal of art is to present people with information and knowledge that will actually touch their hearts and create empathy in order to be like, yeah, don't do that. Mm-hmm. That's the whole point of art, literally, to educate and to enlighten. So I think they did that really well. I think it's going to make my top of the year, for sure.
I think so too. Yeah.
And just in case you're new here to the Hos, April hates most things. Like April hates most modern movies, and you loved it.
I did, yeah.
So that's how good it is.
If a movie can make me feel things and shed a little tear, that's a big thing.
Agreed. All right, so we were talking about Carrie. That one's great. The first ever adaptation was great. Let's talk about The Shining, since let's go in like kind of chronological order. So 1980 is when The Shining came out. As I mentioned earlier, the hardcore fans know that Stephen King did not like that. Mm-mm. He did not like what Kubrick did with his book. I loved it. I still love it. I think it's one of the most well-made movies of all time. I love watching it in December. It's a Christmas movie, in my opinion. I know that there's also some, crazy stories you hear about Kubrick being an asshole, how he treated his actors, especially our beloved Shelley. Like, all that, may be true, and we get it. It's still a great fucking movie. Mm-hmm. It is just, the cinematography is one of my favorites. The score by Wendy Carlos, like, it's just so good. It's your favorite too.
It is my favorite, and for all those reasons, I think a movie score is very big for me, and I think I've mentioned this before last week or 2 weeks ago. And that score, that initial, The Shining score, dun, dun, I'm not going to do it, but you guys know, is is
Dun,
just like
dun, 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 dun.
yeah, is
Couldn't
so
help myself.
good. And just following this family that's isolated, and then going through the Jack Torrance's like meltdown and breakdown of his mental health, and it just has so many elements that I love. It's a slow film, which I don't usually love.
That's
But
true.
there's-
You don't.
There's so like you said, the cinematography in it is amazing, and just that breakdown is just how it slowly unravels is what got me reeled in. And I can just put that movie on and just be happy and have it playing in the background. I love everything about it.
And everybody's excellent. Like, it's not just Jack Nicholson. Shelley is incredible in that movie. Goddamn. Like, really, really good stuff. I want to read some of the Shining comments y'all are saying. Jimmy says, Kubrick was a genius. This is the only thing I disagree with King about. Andrew says, Kubrick's abuse of Shelley Duvall wasn't cool. Completely agree. But as Sam said, yeah, The Shining is undeniably iconic. Obviously, this is a place where multiple things can be true. Jimmy says Wendy Carlos transgender hero, like iconic score for sure. So good. Claudia says my number one, love that movie so much. So good. Hey, look who's here. Nathan Hamill.
Hey, Nate.
Hey, Horror Hos. Hey, mijo. I was just texting with Nathan this week because he saw The Long Walk and he loved it. And actually, I think he said something about he loved how gory it was.
It was surprising. It was good.
Yeah, he said loved it, great gore. And then I don't want to spoil it, but this is what he wrote.
Oh,
He said blank was
yeah.
really creepy. It's like, yeah, I love that
Yes.
too. Really, really good stuff. Leonard hasn't watched it yet. But yeah, it is The Shining. Going back to The Shining, we love it. I think it's a masterpiece. Like, regardless of all of the BS behind it, it's so good. And I get Stephen King not liking it. I think it's because he specifically knows what his story is and what his book is going for. And so when he doesn't see that on screen, and I get that. But I still think that the essence of it is there, right? And I think that what Kubrick did is unlike most movies, not just most horror movies. Like, even just thinking about, I don't know if you've seen any, like, behind-the-scenes stuff. But
some of it, like, I've seen, like, Jack, like, ramping up to, like, shoot a scene where
Right.
he's just, like, why? Like, he's just, like, jumping up and down with the axe and, like, talking gibberish and, like, just...
getting ready
Yeah.
to go. Well,
Yes.
did you see how supposedly when they do, like, a wide shot, and if they're just, like, in a kitchen or by the dining table, they would have, like, a wide shot and placed a certain way. Then they would do a close-up of one of the actor's face. Then they would go back to another wide shot, but the chair would be somewhere else.
Oh, no.
So supposedly they did things like that to kind of fuck with the audience.
Oh, I didn't
which
know that.
I want to read more about that because that's awesome.
I think there was a documentary not that long ago, right? About it? Like, room 236 or whatever
Yeah.
the room is.
What, 237?
337.
237, I believe. I believe that's the right thing. Yes. So yeah, The Shining is the top for me. I also know, speaking of Nathan, since he just joined the chat, he loves Doctor Sleep, and I know a lot of people actually prefer Doctor Sleep over The Shining. I am not one of those people. I love me some Rebecca Ferguson. She's awesome. And she was
best.
awesome in that movie.
Rose the Hat. She
Yes.
was so good.
So good.
I really enjoyed Doctor Sleep, but The Shining is still the like top tier for me.
Agreed. It is crazy though that Doctor Sleep was just recently and The Shining was in 1980. So I also want to shout out as I'm going through the list. I got Cujo, The Dead Zone, because that's a Cronenberg movie and the Hos love Mr. David Cronenberg.
Hell yeah.
We actually saw a dude last night at the Magic Castle that was dressed like a magician, but he looked exactly like David Cronenberg. So I was like, what's going on there?
Yeah, what's happening?
Yeah. But it's funny that, with everything going on this week, I saw Mr. Phil Nobile Jr. from Fangoria, who posted a scene from The Dead Zone where Christopher Walken's asking him if he could go back in time, like, would he kill Hitler?
Yeah.
And he starts talking about how I am a man of medicine and my job is to keep people alive. But then he ends saying with it saying I would, and I'm like,
yeah.
Interesting.
It's interesting that movies are even years have passed and it can be so relevant, which is kind of sad also, right? Like, can we evolve already?
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Right. Can we evolve already? That's the question of the day. Goddamn. Streamlabs.com/DJ Bruja, or you can Venmo us at Horror Hos. We would love to know if you saw A Long Walk. What'd you think? What's your favorite Stephen King movie, TV show, book? Some of y'all read, I think, hopefully. Happy early birthday, Jimmy.
Happy birthday.
We'll see you in the Discord and say happy birthday. Claudia says, I would love to get my hands on the artwork in Halloran's bedroom? Or Halloran's bedroom. I think it's Halloran. Yeah, that whole movie looks so good that I actually... Have you ever been to the hotel? To the Stanley Hotel?
No.
I want to go.
I know. It's in Colorado, isn't it?
Yeah. I think the facade of the outside is somewhere in, like, Oregon. But the actual inside and what they took from that is in Colorado.
I would love to go at some point.
Me too. Apparently you can book the room where he wrote it. Imagine that.
I would, yeah. Maybe we can do it.
Be so good.
Horror Hos 2026.
Please Streamlabs us so we can go to the Stanley Hotel. That would be such a good trip. Okay, and then let's keep going through that list. So The Dead Zone. Stop me if you want to talk about any of these. Christine, Children of the Corn, Stand By Me. Let's talk about that, because that's also a favorite.
You're gonna hate me. I actually...
You hate it?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh shit!
I know.
We gotta show it to her. I mean, it's not horror, but
no, I know.
But still, I think you would like it.
I've heard really good things. I know about it.
I think you would like it. I think I'd be surprised if you didn't.
I know, and it's showing at the Egyptian with Misery. I think it's probably sold out already, but
we can get on the In Search of list.
Double feature.
Yeah, they're doing a Rob Reiner thing, and they're showing. That's a really interesting double feature, because that's the thing about Rob Reiner is he's so talk about somebody that's like well-rounded in the types of movie he made. I was just lucky to go to the Spinal Tap 2 premiere, and he was there with the cast, and I was like, this man has made the weirdest movies, and I love him for it.
I know.
It's pretty crazy.
Exactly.
But you have seen Misery.
Oh yeah, I love Misery. I saw it in the theater.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, and I remember reading the book after because I love the movie so much.
Yeah.
So when was Misery? I think it was 88, 89?
It was definitely in the 80s, because I also remember watching it in the theater.
Young.
Yeah. It was
I was 90.
1990.
So I was 10. But I remember that movie just really sticking with me, obviously. You know, another stuck in the snow storm kind of a film. And it was just, you know, Kathy Bates and James Caan are just... That movie is crazy, and if you have not seen it, there's that one scene that you just cringe when it happens, and that got embedded in my brain when I saw it, and I was like, but I love this movie. It was just so good.
Yeah, it is excellent. And it might be the best. I'm trying to think of other ones, but it might be like the best Stephen King adaptation that he liked, because I'm assuming he liked it. Because how could you not?
I'm not sure.
It's excellent. Like, Kathy Bates is a freaking star in that movie.
I think she won an Academy Award,
I believe so.
Yeah, as she should have.
Yeah.
She's great. I think Kathy Bates is a great actress.
Yeah. She's incredible. I'm seeing a lot of Stand By Me love. April hasn't seen it. We gotta make her see it.
Nathan said Stand By Me and Night of the Demons 2 double feature? Hell yeah. I'm down.
That'd be so weird, but I'm down. Yeah, Stand By Me is incredible. That's the weirdest double feature I could think of, though, Nathan.
The Manhattans are $22 at the Stanley Hotel. That's wild.
Jeez, that's like LA prices, yo.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Claudia says it was her first R-rated movie, and it's practically perfect. I agree.
Which one? Stand By Me?
Yeah, it really is. I think you're really going to like it. I mean, it is hard with movies that are older because they can get overhyped because you've been hearing about this for so long and then you watch it and you're like, that's it.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're really going to like it.
That's how I felt about Goonies, okay? I saw it later in life and I just...
You're not the only one. I love Goonies, but I got people being like, whatever, it's overrated. I'm like, you don't get it.
I don't. If I would have seen it, it's like I tell people when they haven't seen Night of the Demons and then they see it and they're like, it was fine. I'm like, no, you don't understand.
Oh, the Demons are great. As is Goonies. I think Nathan and Frank are actually people that don't think Goonies is that great. I'm like, oh, it's fucking fantastic. I think it's like the, other than Big with Tom Hanks, it's like the family film to watch.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And I can understand that. I can agree. I just didn't connect with it the way people do because I didn't watch it when I was little.
Right.
So. It's
the
okay.
nostalgia factor.
I'm not saying that it's bad.
All right.
But yeah, there's no nostalgia factor there for me.
All right. Andrew says, I recommend Stephen King's Rose Red. It's a mini-series on Hulu. I have not seen it. Oh, shit. Claudia says Goonies is terrible. Terrible. Mija.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just...
Claudia, you hoe bag. How dare you make Man. Oh, see? Also saw Goonies as an adult. So maybe it's just for us that saw it as kids. It just really hit with us when we were kids.
Yeah.
Man.
I thought understand that. It was like an adventure, right?
Yeah, I saw it in like, Mexicali theater full of Mexicans laughing.
Awesome.
And, we thought it was the greatest thing. So, anyways. All right. So Stand By Me. Then we got The Running Man. We should talk Running Man because that one is also a cool one. And it's getting remade because people keep doing that for some reason. But I don't think Glenn Powell is no Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No way.
But that's just me. That's just me. I also think that movie's great. Do you like it?
You know what? I have to rewatch it because I don't really remember it that well. But I remember the concept of it and I think it's really cool. Obviously... I shouldn't even talk about it because I don't really remember it that well. I must have seen it when I was like I had it on and I'm not really paying attention, which you should never do. Come on.
Alan says the interior of the Overlook Hotel is a set on a soundstage. The next set in that stage was for Raiders of the Lost Ark. Fun fact, y'all.
Ooh.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you for that. Okay. Now we got Stand By Me, Running Man, Misery we talked about. We love Misery. Shawshank Redemption. Any thoughts, April?
Everyone loves that one.
How do you feel about it? Because that's like a drama.
It's very,
so
yeah.
I feel like you wouldn't be into it as much.
No, but it's a good drama. Like it was another film that kind of just made me, I cried at the end. You get, again...
Because you're a person.
Connected to a lot of the characters and, you feel for them. Yeah. Overall, it's not my I'm never like you got to go watch Shawshank. It's a good film. It's I don't know what else to say about it. It was good.
It's very good and great soundtrack too. Really, really good. We got a Streamlabs. Thank you, Mr. John Getbent.
Hey, thanks.
Streamlabs.com/DJ Bruja because the Horror Hos PayPal one is broken right now because fuck Peter Thiel. But John says. Just want to shout out a few obscure Stephen King that I really like. At Pupil. Oh, yeah. I forgot about At Pupil. That's great. Cat's Eye. He says, I love an anthology. Desperation. I have not seen that.
I haven't heard of that.
The episode of Nightmares and Dreamscapes called Omni's Last Case. And even though it is kind of trash, I have a soft spot for The Langoliers. Ooh, there's a couple here that I haven't seen, John, that I'll have to check out. But At Pupil, man, I thought that was great.
I didn't even know that was Stephen King.
Yeah, that's the thing. His list is crazy.
He has so many movies, and some of them I'm like, I forget.
It's really, really crazy how much that man has created.
I just saw a reel that popped up. It was for the Langoliers. Is that how you say it?
That's how I read it.
I never saw it, but it was, I guess, the scene where they show you what they are, and it's like really bad CGI. So the comments were just really funny, like everyone just being excited to see what was coming, and then it's like this awful Pac-Man looking kind of thing that's really badly CGI'd. Yeah, I don't know what that movie's about.
But is it bad like
film.
Spawn?
It's worse.
Wow.
It's, yeah.
Then I need to rewatch that shit.
Have you guys seen The Langoliers?
Yeah, I need to rewatch it.
Do you know what I'm talking about with the CGI there.
I'm gonna add it to my list. I have a list of like shit that I haven't seen in so long that I want to rewatch, and that should be on there.
Someone in the comments was like, even as a kid, I was like disappointed by the, you know, like the ultimate reveal of them.
Right. But it is
funny. Like, oh, that sucks.
But it's, I mean, I do like my bad CG. It's funny. Like Spawn, like I said, that shit's hilarious. Let me just read a few of these comments. Tron of Seven says Running Man is a classic. Jamal says my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Nice.
And then John says Richard Dawson was the perfect casting for the Running Man. He was a sleazy guy in real life, so he was made for that role.
Yeah, Richard Dawson was gross.
But like hot? Or just gross?
Just gross. Didn't he host Family Feud for a while? And he would always kiss the females on the mouth?
Oh, did he really?
I think that was him. Ugh.
Like gross, but not in a hot way.
No.
Oh, sorry. He was like...
Gross in a gross way.
He was a sleazy guy. He was just sleazy. Sleazy, but not hot.
The Mangler with Toby Hooper. The Mangler and Graveyard Shift. I don't know why.
Right.
I kind of have those like hand in hand. Like I like.
Well, they were around the same time, I guess.
Yeah,
early 90s.
I remember the cover box back in the day when we had VHS movies.
Back
The
in my
Graveyard Shift cover box. Like I used to, like until like I finally rented it. Like I would always look at it and just like stare at it. I thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It was that
Yeah.
machine that would, well, both of them, right? Machines that would eat or that were like possessed.
Right when
Like
it's
Christine.
yeah, the car, yeah. But it is crazy like how many short stories too, not just novels. And then looking at the list too, I mean Toby Hooper, like as you mentioned, did The Mangler, but then George Romero did The Dark Half. Like
Oh yeah.
you know, obviously Rob Reiner did Misery, Frank Darabont did the Shawshank Redemption. Like the, you know,
The list of these directors that have directed these adaptations are mind-blowing.
yeah, John Carpenter, Christine, David Cronenberg, Dead Zone, right? Like Brian De Palma, Carrie, like there's a reason why all of these people were like, hey, I want to work on a Stephen King movie or project. I forgot that Bryan Singer did At Pupil. Yikes. Because it's a good, I like At Pupil. But, ooh.
Wait, have you guys seen Dreamcatcher? I forgot about that one.
I forgot Lawrence Kasdan directed it. You know, famous for the best Star Wars movie. Wow. So we rewatched it actually. Speaking of the late great Scott Wampler from the Kingcast, when we went to his memorial service last year in Austin, which was the most beautiful, you know, memorial for somebody that passed away, because it was like crying and laughing, right, and celebrating the stupid things he did, and it was a really beautiful moment. But we also went to basically a screening of Dreamcatcher with a audio commentary of Scott and Eric and a few friends doing, you know, the commentary for the movie. So it was kind of like the last time we all heard his voice. You know, so I'm getting like emotional about it. But it's such a terrible movie that it was actually really fun to watch it, you know, in a theater with all our friends and hearing Scott's voice. And it is not a good movie. Like it. Do you remember it?
Oh yeah, I remember. It's like 4 guy friends, right? And it's like they're adult, but then they keep going back to their youth. And there's one of them that has a, you know, I don't want to say the word. What's the proper word now?
Oh, alien.
He's like special needs.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Isn't
right,
there
right.
one that's like a special
I don't know
needs?
what the right word is. Yeah. Yeah, something. We're old, so we will probably say the wrong word. And by wrong, it's just, you know, fascists that are telling you what you can't say a certain word. But
I don't want anyone getting mad at us.
yeah. Then you shouldn't be on live, like a live stream. Like you should not be on a live stream. You don't want people. No, then you shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
If you don't want people mad.
There's some cruddy ones that were adapted. Dreamcatcher is one of them.
Yeah, it's not good, but it is like if you want to watch a bad movie for fun. It's like a good watch, kind of. But yeah, it's not good. Secret Window. We are obviously fans of Johnny Depp back in the day when he was hot and he wasn't dumb. he just should have stayed with Winona.
Oh yeah, someone
That's what I
said
think.
Mangler had Robert Englund in it.
What?
Which we all know.
Mr.
Our
Freddy
love
Krueger.
for-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that, John, because I was just, we were, actually, it was last week, we were rewatching shitty 90s horror movies, and we watched Urban Legend, and he showed up in that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Crazy.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
That's crazy.
Oh, Pet Cemetery, of course.
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah, when
Sam
was
just
that?
brought up to Pet Cemetery.
89.
All right, so we're still in the 80s. I mean, again, he's got his list is. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of good stuff.
Creepshow.
Thinner, which I really dug. I thought that was super fun.
Let's see what else we got. 1408. Oh, The Mist. Okay, so that's my other favorite. So, Stephen King. When it comes to Stephen King stuff, it's The Shining is up there, is the best. Again, even though he hated it. But other than Stand By Me, The Mist. The Mist is a fantastic movie by Mr. Frank Darabont. I thought that was one of the coolest, most messed up endings in a movie ever.
Yeah.
So good.
That one is. I mean, I love an ending that's gonna be like you're not expecting that. You think that they got away, and then it's like, oh no, actually. I'm pretty sure you're right. It's The Mist, not The Fog that I'm thinking about. Yeah, no, The Mist.
The Fog is John Carpenter.
Okay.
I always get them confused.
Yes.
No. Yeah.
I'm thinking about the right movie, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The Mist is something else.
And I don't want to ruin it.
No.
That's why.
But if you haven't not seen it, we recommend that should be high on your list out of all of the Stephen King movies. Really, really good. Oof. In fact, it is my favorite meme on Father's Day because the internet is crazy. Michael Cardoso says Christina's genius because it actually interrogates toxic masculinity before we had a word for it. Interesting, Michael. Again, that's also on my rewatch. I haven't watched it in a bit because I was showing Frank John Carpenter movies since he didn't grow up with them like we did, and he loves John Carpenter now. He loves every single movie I shown him, so that's a good candidate. I just showed him The Fog. Speaking of,
nice.
So yeah.
Did he like it?
Oh yeah, he loves Mr. John Carpenter.
Okay,
he actually gets freaked out. Like when I showed him Prince of Darkness, and little alien demons
Yeah.
this is not a dream.
Yes.
Like if I say that, he freaks out. He cannot. It's so funny.
I can understand that though. It's creepy.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yes.
John says, you mentioned Thinner, April. He says, Thinner was funner than I expected. The book had a totally different tone.
Oh. I never read the novel, so. But yeah, it was definitely fun. Like, it's not like you gotta go see it. It's maybe I should read that.
Did you watch any of the remakes, like the Carrie remake?
I did, but I don't really remember it.
Forgettable?
Very forgettable.
Okay.
Because, like a lot of us were against the remakes and stuff, and they're usually garbage. And yeah, I know it was not good. I think it was like in the early 2000s that came out?
2013.
2013.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, okay.
Yeah. Then we got The Dark Tower, which also not great. Then we've gotten to 2017, which is It. The It movies. So we haven't talked about the miniseries or the TV adaptations, but obviously April and I grew up with the great Mr. Tim Curry as one of our favorite clowns because since April and I are clowns ourselves, we love the clown community. Obviously, we're fans of Art the Clown, and I love the Joker. April loves Harley Quinn. We just love clowns. So we love Pennywise too. And I thought that, I was like, how is somebody going to be, or do what Tim Curry did, right? Even if the miniseries is not great, he was so good and scary. Like he actually really creeped me out when I was a kid and I watched it. I remember watching it with my family and hiding behind the pillow because I was like, this clown is fucked up, even though now, I love him. So I was like, when I saw the design of Bill Skarsgård, I was like, this doesn't look as scary as Tim Curry. However, I still thought he was excellent. like in his job as an actor. I just didn't like the design.
I hated the Skarsgård design.
Yeah, it's not good.
His head's like really big, and I mean,
it just doesn't look scary. It looks silly.
Yes, and then also, I think there was a lot of CGI in that film.
Right.
I did not like the It remake, either one or two. Yeah, no, and I really enjoyed the TV series, and I think it's because we loved, Tim Curry and just practical makeup and special effects. And while it's cheesy, it's just like it also has John Ritter, which I love because I grew up watching Three's Company. Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say no on it. I don't care to ever watch that movie again. The remake.
Yeah, I didn't really like the second one. I actually liked the first one. It just wasn't scary, right? Like I said, I think Bill Skarsgård did a good job. The actors did a good job. It just felt more. It kind of basically, has obviously not just in the movie, but in the book as well. Like there's hints of Stand By Me, right, with the kids. I just think they may have perhaps Stranger Things out stuff a little bit too much for my taste. But I still thought the kids were excellent, and Bill was too. But yeah, he just looked a little silly. He wasn't scary. However, I have to say, I took a bunch of friends to see it in the theater, friends that get scared, and they were terrified. I was sitting there feeling nothing but like laughing at them, freaking out. They thought it was the scariest movie ever. I was like, wow.
I mean, that's always fun too.
Yeah, so
I do enjoy going to a theater when someone is actually having a visceral reaction to something that you're just like, okay, but I love that you're loving this, or you're getting scared, because that's the point. That's why we're here.
Well, people just
to get spooked.
Some people really don't like clowns, unlike you and I.
Yeah, no, I don't mind them at all.
I mean, we love them.
Yes.
Let's be honest. Jamal says Tim Curry is Pennywise.
Agreed. He is.
Ryan Payne says part 2 was a huge letdown. I agree. But then that's how I feel about the miniseries too, though. If you watch the miniseries, like I think there could be a book thing. Like the second part of the the kids are grown, it's not as interesting or as scary when the kids versus when they actually are small kids. So that's my opinion on that. On both.
I think the remake again is one of those good movies to show to like a younger audience, to kind of introduce them to horror.
Yes,
because I feel like that's what we did. We saw the miniseries when we were little, so
right, that's true. Also, I know we had briefly mentioned we went back to the 80s for Pet Cemetery, but I don't think we mentioned Salem's Lot.
Oh yeah,
and that's actually might be, as of recent memory, my favorite Stephen King book. I loved that book when I first read it and reread it. I feel like I'm halfway through rereading it again, but I can't find when it was.
Yeah, we don't see it on our list here for some reason. So,
but how do you feel about that movie?
The one from the 80s is great, but then they remade it recently in last year, right? We went to go see the remake
for HBO.
Yes.
With Bill Pullman's son, apparently.
And I mean, I dug it. I thought it was fine, but I do like the original again. I just thought it was fun. Again, a movie that's kind of like a good introductory movie for a younger audience, but it wasn't great.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right. We are getting to the end of our list here. Oh, what were we going to say?
I didn't know the monkey was based on a short. Maybe I did and I forgot. No, I did know this. What am I talking about?
What?
The monkey?
Yeah. So the monkey that was actually released this year, directed by Oz Perkins, son of super hot Anthony Perkins, psycho, hottest psycho around. Yeah, that was a short story by Stephen King, and a lot of people liked the movie. We did not. We did not.
I didn't. It was too silly for me.
Yeah.
Did we see that together?
I don't think so. Okay. No. I saw it with Frank, and he doesn't remember the movie.
Frank hated it.
Well, he doesn't remember the movie. He hated it because there was somebody behind him laughing loudly on purpose because we were on camera.
Oh.
So he was very annoyed.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's very annoying.
So,
Gotcha.
Yeah. People just really want to be seen. Love me is what people say. All right. What else we got?
Andrew says Maximum Overdrive is a great Spider-Man movie. He's replying to Alan. Sorry, what did I miss?
Alan says Creepshow and Creepshow 2 are great.
Yep.
Yes, they are.
I love an anthology. Someone said they also love anthologies. I love anthologies because of my attention span.
Well, we love...
It's very short.
Yeah. Yeah, we love Creepshow. And so Alan had said no mentions of Maximum Overdrive, which was King's directorial debut. Okay. Thank you for that, Alan. I mean, also he's also an actor, right? Speaking of Creepshow, right? So he's quite the icon. It's gonna be crazy when he leaves us. So we got to Salem's Lot, The Monkey, and then The Long Walk. So I'm sure we missed a few. Let us know. But we are getting out of here soon. So let us know at streamlabs.com/DJBruja or Venmo us at Horror Hos. And let us know if we missed any of your favorites. If you actually saw The Long Walk, what you thought of it. If you are excited about this Running Man reboot, which the only thing that I do not love reboots, as does April. She doesn't either, but it's directed by Edgar Wright, so I'm obviously going to give it a chance because we are fans of Mr. Edgar Wright. So we'll see. That comes out, I think, is it later this year? When does it come out?
Probably early next year, I would guess.
November this year, actually.
Oh, never mind. Good to me. But yeah, Glenn Powell. Josh Brolin's all right.
We like him. He was just in Weapons. He was very good.
Yes.
Very, very good. Okay. What else are the people saying? Alan says, my favorite Stephen King song is Pet Sematary by the Ramones.
Yes.
I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery. It's a banger. It's very good.
Jamal asks if we've seen Cujo. I don't think we touched upon Cujo.
Yeah, I just mentioned it because it's a forgettable movie. I haven't seen it in so long.
Yeah, that's another one that I used to always play here in the States, like, all the time. And I watched it a couple times, but yeah, I was never, like, I never cared too much for it. I always wanted to just get to that scene where they're stuck in the car.
Right. Totally. Yeah, there's like a couple of scenes.
And then I get sad. Poor little Cujo.
Yeah, we love Cujo. He didn't do anything wrong.
No.
It's like Pet Sematary when like the cat comes back to life. I'm like, look at that kitty.
Churchy.
Sam says Coleman Domingo is in the Running Man remake. So other than Edgar Wright, you just upped my interest, Sam.
Nice.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
Oh, we did not touch on this. Alan, thank you. We did not mention Life of Chuck. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I know that just came out, right?
Right.
Earlier this year?
Yeah, so that's another one that is not a horror genre, Stephen King. And it is a more of a existential, like, drama, comedy, with a little bit of sci-fi situation going on. I am biased because, again, to mention my friend Scott Wampler that passed away last year, he was friends with Mike Flanagan. And you guys, I know in the chat there's a lot of fans of Mike Flanagan as a director. He's done some great stuff. Midnight Mass is basically my favorite show of his, and it's a great series. And I think it's the most Stephen King adaptation that he never wrote, basically. So obviously Mike is a huge fan of Stephen, as was Scott, and they dedicated the movie to Scott at the end of the movie. So I cried. I love the movie. I may be biased, but curious what you guys think. I thought it was a really beautiful movie. It was like, I feel like a lot of those movies can be a little too earnest for my taste, but I still really thought it was a very nice message. And Nathan's dad was also in it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
No, that's
yeah,
awesome.
Mark is on all of the Stephen King adaptations now, which I love.
I gotta catch it. I gotta catch that one. It looks interesting to me, so something I'd watch by myself.
All right. Claudia says Gerald's Game was a pretty decent adaptation of the book.
Oh, that's good. I never read the book, but I did like the movie. I think it was like a direct-to-Netflix movie, but I saw it like a year or two ago, and that one made me cry too.
Yeah.
A lot of tears over here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stephen King, for that.
Sam mentioned the boogeyman. Oof, that was rough for us, Sam. We saw it together actually. We saw it at one of the Beyond Fest screenings, I forget, but everybody was also freaking out in the theater, and April and I were just like Daria, just feeling nothing. Not a single feeling came out.
Yeah,
in that movie.
Yeah, that was not fun.
No. Oh, Jamal says it was really nice meeting you at Comic-Con. Nice meeting you too, Jamal. Thanks for saying hi.
Who's Mr. Mercedes? Was that from the Boogeyman?
Is that what is that? What'd you talk about, Rudy? Ah, so that's an actual, I think now we're going to the TV adaptations, perhaps. Oh no, yeah. It's a movie. It's a TV adaptation. We didn't talk about those as much because I know there's also like the Shining TV adaptation. Like there's a few there that we didn't touch upon that, but I guess I need to watch Mr. Mercedes. Okay. Did you watch any of these? Because you don't watch TV, right?
I don't. Yeah.
Like Under the Dome, Tommy Knockers.
Mm-mm. I mean, I think it was
the only one.
Yeah.
There was a Carrie one. There was, of course, the Two Salem Lots.
Bag of Bones.
The Stand. All right, kids. I think we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
Because we've been here for an hour. We were late, but
I'm so sorry again.
How dare you? It happens. We're just wanting to chill with you guys. So
yeah,
we might be back next week, hopefully. And we can't be late to that one because I'm going to Nine Inch Nails.
That's right.
I'm going to go see Nine Inch Nails. I know Rudy is too, though.
Awesome.
So you can't be jealous because the rest of you can be jealous, but I'm very excited. Very excited about it.
Yeah, Alan said that he loved The Black Phone, which is by Stephen King's son wrote that one.
Joe Hill. That's right.
Joe Hill. And we're excited for that new one that's coming out.
Yeah, I really like the first Black Phone.
So good.
I think it's excellent. And I met Joe Hill because he's a comic book writer as well.
Oh, cool.
And he wrote one of my favorite modern comic book series called Lock and Key. Mm-hmm. That's kind of a little bit horror. Mm-hmm. I think you don't read comics or never. Did you grow up reading comics at all?
Not really.
But if you're not into comics, I think you'd actually like it. If you, I used to read like superhero stuff when I was a kid, but then ended up reading other stuff when I was older, and it's one of my favorite ones, along with all of like the Brian K. Vaughan stuff. So any comic book nerds out there, if you haven't read Lock and Key, you should go do that. This is very good. All right. Thanks for being here, Sam, Andrew, Jamal, Rudy, Alan, Leonard, Tron7, Mike. Hope you're enjoying The Conjuring. Let us know what you think. What else did I mention? Andrew, Alan, Claudia, Frank, Ryan, Nathan, John, Jerry. I'm sure I'm missing somebody. Michael.
You say Jamal?
I hope so. If not,
Michael, John.
If not, hi.
Hi, thank you.
Hope to see you next week.
Thanks, guys. For
Remember, thanks for anybody that was able to donate. We are on the socials doing stupid shit. We just got a TikTok to annoy the youth influencers, and we're on Instagram. Mm-hmm. We're doing stupid shit everywhere.
Yes.
We are posting some horror night stuff, and there's a little blog being edited right now that I'll probably post on this video for the patrons. If you haven't joined my coven, it is the best community online, patreon.com/DJBruja. We have a lot of fun over there. It is truly a really cool community that I think is highly needed in the times where the fascists are trying to drown everybody with fear propaganda. So we get to talk not just politics, but music, movies. We just love it there. So come hang out if you haven't. And any last words?
No. I don't. Just, stay spooky. And you guys, thanks so much for joining us this week. Yeah, we'll probably switch it up next week. I don't know if anything comes out next week, so
Yeah, maybe
we'll brainstorm this week on
what to do.
What to do.
Maybe we'll play Monster Smash or Pass.
Yes.
Because I kind of want to do a little game.
Yeah.
That might be fun. And just tell us, if you want to keep hanging out with us every Friday, let us know what you want us to talk about.
Exactly.
Let us know in the comments. Suggest, or my Discord, suggest topics, questions, comments, concerns, all of the things. And also what you want to call yourselves other than hoe bags. All right?
The best.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Love you, hoes.
Bye.